There's a crisis happening right under our noses. It's affecting millions of women worldwide, yet we rarely talk about it. I'm talking about the high suicide rates among perimenopausal and menopausal women. Menopause is a natural part of aging for women. It marks the end of reproductive years. But for many, it brings more than just hot flashes and mood swings. It can trigger severe depression and suicidal thoughts. The hormonal changes during this time can be overwhelming. Studies show that women aged 45 to 54 have the highest suicide rates of any female age group. This coincides with the average age of menopause onset. The link between menopause and suicide risk is clear. By talking openly about menopause and mental health, we can save lives. It's time to bring this hidden epidemic into the light. Menopause is often treated as a taboo subject. It's whispered about, if mentioned at all. This silence extends to the mental health challenges that can come with it. There are several reasons for this reluctance to discuss the issue openly. Firstly, there's a generational aspect. Many older women were raised not to discuss women's issues publicly. They may feel uncomfortable talking about menopause, let alone its mental health impacts. This silence can leave younger women unprepared and isolated when they reach this stage of life. Secondly, there's a lack of awareness among healthcare providers. Many doctors receive minimal training on menopause. They may not recognize the signs of severe depression in menopausal women. Lastly, there's societal stigma. Menopause is often portrayed negatively in media and popular culture. This stigma compounds the already challenging experience of menopause. The statistics on menopause and suicide are sobering. They paint a picture of a global crisis that's been hiding in plain sight. Let's look at some numbers from around the world. In the United States, women aged 45 to 54 have the highest suicide rate of any female age group. According to the CDC, this rate has increased by 45% between 1999 and 2014. The situation isn't much better in other countries. In the UK, women aged 45 to 54 have the highest suicide rate among females. A study in Australia found that perimenopausal women were more than twice as likely to have depression compared to premenopausal women. In Japan, the suicide rate for women peaks in their early 50s. These numbers aren't just statistics. They represent real women, mothers, sisters, and friends. It's estimated that for every suicide death, 20 to 25 people attempt suicide. Suicide in older women is often underreported or misclassified. This means the true scale of the crisis could be even larger than we realize. Behind every statistic is a real woman with a real story. Let's hear from some women who have experienced the mental health challenges of menopause firsthand. Sarah, 52, from London, shares her experience. I felt like I was losing my mind. The mood swings were intense. One minute I'd be fine, the next I'd be sobbing uncontrollably. I had thoughts of ending it all. Maria, 48, from Mexico City, describes a different struggle. The insomnia was the worst. I couldn't sleep for days. I was exhausted but wired. My mind raced with anxious thoughts. Janice, 55, from New York, talks about the isolation. I felt so alone. None of my friends talked about what they were going through. It wasn't until I opened up that I realized how common these feelings were. By sharing these experiences, we can help others feel less alone. Recognizing the signs of depression during menopause is crucial. It can be the first step towards getting help. But these signs can be easily overlooked or misattributed to normal menopause symptoms. Persistent sadness is a major warning sign. If feelings of sadness last for weeks or months, it could indicate depression. Loss of interest in activities is another key sign. If a woman suddenly stops enjoying things she used to love, it's cause for concern. Changes in sleep patterns can also indicate depression. This could mean sleeping too much or too little. Insomnia is common during menopause, but persistent sleep issues can signal depression. Waking up very early and being unable to go back to sleep is particularly associated with depression. Thoughts of death or suicide are the most serious red flag. Any suicidal thoughts should be taken seriously and addressed immediately. They're not a normal part of menopause and require professional help. While professional help is crucial for severe depression, Self-care can play a vital role in managing milder symptoms. Here are some strategies that can help women navigate the emotional challenges of menopause. Regular exercise is a powerful tool against depression. It doesn't have to be intense. Even a daily walk can make a difference. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. Nutrition also plays a role in mood regulation. Eating a balanced diet can help stabilize mood swings. Some women find that reducing caffeine and alcohol helps with anxiety and sleep issues. Stress management techniques can be incredibly helpful. Meditation and mindfulness practices can reduce anxiety and improve mood. Connecting with others is crucial. Isolation can worsen depression symptoms. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. While self-care is important, there comes a point when professional help is necessary. Recognizing when to seek help can be life-saving. Here are some signs that it's time to reach out to a healthcare provider or mental health professional. If symptoms persist for more than 2 weeks, it's time to seek help. This includes feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or irritability that don't go away. If these feelings interfere with daily life, that's a clear sign professional help is needed. Suicidal thoughts are an immediate red flag. If you're having thoughts of harming yourself, seek help immediately. Call a suicide prevention hotline or go to the nearest emergency room. Physical symptoms can also indicate a need for help. If you're experiencing unexplained aches and pains, digestive issues, or extreme fatigue, consult a doctor. A healthcare provider can rule out other medical causes and provide appropriate treatment. If you're using alcohol or drugs to cope, it's time to seek help. A mental health professional can help you find healthier coping mechanisms. It's crucial to understand that menopausal depression is not a personal failing. It's not a sign of weakness or lack of willpower. It's a legitimate medical condition that requires treatment. Changing this perception is key to encouraging more women to seek help. Depression during menopause is largely due to hormonal changes. As estrogen levels drop, it affects neurotransmitters in the brain. This can lead to mood changes and depression. It's a biological process, not a character flaw. Understanding this can help remove the stigma associated with menopausal depression. Many women feel they should be able to tough it out. They see seeking help as admitting defeat. This couldn't be further from the truth. Seeking help for depression is a sign of strength, not weakness. By speaking up, women can advocate for better care and understanding. Menopause is a universal experience for women, but its perception and impact can vary greatly across cultures. Understanding these differences is crucial for providing culturally sensitive care and support. In many Western countries, menopause is often viewed negatively. It's seen as a loss of youth and femininity. This perception can contribute to depression and anxiety. However, some cultures view menopause more positively. In Japan, for example, menopause is seen as a transition to a respected elder status. This more positive view may contribute to lower rates of menopausal depression in some Japanese women. Some cultures have traditional remedies for menopausal symptoms. In India, Ayurvedic medicine offers treatments for menopausal issues. Chinese traditional medicine uses herbs and acupuncture. While these treatments may offer relief for some women, it's important to note that severe depression still requires professional medical help. Cultural attitudes towards mental health also play a role. Socioeconomic factors also influence the menopausal experience. Despite the challenges, there's reason for hope. Awareness about menopausal depression is growing. More research is being done. More women are speaking out. This increased attention is paving the way for better understanding and treatment options. Medical professionals are becoming more aware of the link between menopause and mental health. Many are receiving specialized training in menopausal care. This includes recognizing and treating depression. Support networks for menopausal women are expanding. Online forums and support groups provide spaces for women to share experiences. These communities can be lifelines for women feeling isolated. Public figures are speaking out about their menopausal experiences. This openness is crucial for raising awareness and promoting understanding. As we continue to break the silence around menopausal depression, more women will get the help they need. Thank you for watching and spending time at Cam's Purple Corner.